Hello everyone and welcome back to Kona. My name is Syrkaz. It's been 2 weeks since I last played this game. As you may have known, and I think I said it in the last episode, I was gone. I was gone on vacation for a couple of weeks. Now, I did make a miscalculation in terms of the number of episodes that I had recorded and the number of days that I actually had to post videos, so that's why this week I'm only posting this on Friday, and I didn't have episodes on Monday and Wednesday like I was supposed. I just noticed this. Chevrolet. Ha! Nice. Clever. Nonetheless, I have been checking out, just in general, because I was a little bit lost in terms of storyline. I've been trying to find more information about the game. One thing that I found was that there is apparently only about 30% of the game completed. And so we are definitely going to run... Oh, jeez. We're definitely going to have issues with the story, meaning it's not finished. And that means that... we've been here? No, I don't think we've been here. And with that in mind, we just have to be aware that we won't be able to complete everything. So that's just something to keep in mind in terms of just the nature of the game in terms of finding everything, and because we've been struggling with that a little bit, not finding all the things that we seem to need. Let's see. I still haven't want to find. Thank you. I still want to find someone had to hide their habits. Makes sense.
A true Catholic always strives to keep lowly temptations at bay. Obviously, Carl thought, someone in this house wasn't doing a good job at upholding the Holy Bible's teachings.
See, the interesting thing is, I think the thing that we needed was some string, I believe. Or something to hold on to the string. I don't remember exactly. Again, it's been a while. Oh, I don't want an empty bottle. What the heck? What is this?
An aging car was parked here.
Leaked.
Carl could picture the notary's heavy sedan with a huge back seat large enough to fit the whole family.
No. We needed something to hold the string, I think, so we can dig into the hole in that other house. Which honestly, I don't even remember where it was because it's been 2 weeks. Give me a break, please. Okay. No, we're gonna figure things out. Oh, I can get wood. I know I can get wood. That's one thing I know I can do in this game. Jeez, get wood. That sounds terrible. See, I spoke French.
Carl smiled at the sight of the nicely protected garden.
Except everything is
Hopefully,
dead.
the Bedards had managed to dig every last potato out before the sudden snowfall.
Oh, it was sudden. I don't think we knew that before. I can run. Yes, I can. Okay. Another key.
For Christ's sake, yet another key hidden under a doormat. Nowadays, Carl found his job didn't present him with much of a challenge.
Is it because it's Canada and people are just nice and trustworthy? So it's like, if there's a key there, nobody's going to pick it up. I can't really see anything. I know that there's more wood over there. Unlock. Where's my flashlight again? 3? No, 1. There we go.
The house smelled like incense. The
Ooh.
kind that reminds you of the good Lord, of peace.
Good Lord of Peace. Oh,
Good
the
Paul
Pope.
VI, appearing papal. His crooked fingers gave the impression he was about to bestow a miracle.
It actually looks like he's greeting like a gangster. Nothing in there? Nothing in there. Close. Close. There you go. So I can turn on the water? Oh, I can feel the water. I knew this. Man, it does feel like I haven't played this game in so long. That's fire starters. What's in here? Nothing of note. Attach wire. See, I need a magnet. I have another thing to do it here. Or do I need a wire? I don't know. Yeah, it's obviously going to be not working. What is that? Close it. Any food in here? Oh! Our weight is too fully usable. Water bottles, beer bottles, cigarettes.
Carl, like many of his contemporaries,
Oh, I can light a
felt
cigarette.
like he had more trouble breathing when he wasn't smoking. Cigarette was his own personal breathing assistant.
Oh. That's the one thing about this game that I thought it'd be required, like the survival aspect of it. I thought we would be required to enough food for rough times. To like survive. I mean, just in terms of okay. I don't want to turn that on. I need wood. How ironic. Oh, but I don't have the weight for that. So, how do I get to inventory again? Usable. Discard mode. Oh, discard mode. Okay. I discarded something I don't think I wanted to discard. Yeah, we'll take that. I guess we'll take some wood so we can save the game here. Okay, let's get some wood. I know this is kind of a Eastern Atimampet. Why can't I pick wood here? Oh, that's new. Kind of a slow game, I find. I can't run? I can't. Withdraw? How do I... Oh, my weight's still high. Got it. Let's deposit stuff. Yeesh. I have a lot of stuff. Ammo box, beer bottle, duct tape. We can do... No, let's put in the flare. We have a lot of Polaroid films. What should we put there? Matches. I think we need those. 300 lamp oil? That barely moved anything. I'll put the duct tape in here. What else? Hardware. Painkiller. That doesn't have much at all. Steak. Do we need to eat? I don't think we need to eat. Okay, the water bottles just do a whole lot of... Why is this one starred and this one isn't? I don't care. We're not drinking beer. Okay. Withdraw. We'll take this. Okay, I'm sorry for the slowness of this episode start, but I kind of... That might be just me feeling that way, and that's been the entire... what's this? No loose change in cracks. Really? Did you actually check for change? I feel like it's been slow all along. And to be honest, I want to finish this game as far as I can, but this series isn't getting a lot of traction. Oh, I could have done this too. People are not necessarily disliking this series.
The family's mother must have spent her days washing the filth off her kids' diapers. The empty cradle sent an eerie feeling down Carl's spine, as if minutes ago someone just grabbed the baby and made her run for it.
Really? Bathroom. Turn on the lights. Like I was saying, I haven't
Who knew
really...
that giraffes thrived in the North Pole? The craze for toys was stupefying.
People haven't been really appreciating
Love of religion and ancestors was rooted deep inside the hearts of Canadians of old, to which the Bedards appeared to be closely related.
Yeah, I haven't seen many people interested in this series. It is an incomplete game, so I know that probably people have seen it under other channels and noticed that the game didn't have a conclusion, so they're not as motivated to watch another series on it, I guess. I don't know. It's not a new show, a new game, by any means. Kids' drawings. I have a diary
Surely
just like
this
Mom.
Jean-Luc Bedard could
need
lead
to
Carl
read,
to
buddy.
Hamilton, a.k.a. Uncle Willie.
I have a diary just like you, Mom, and like her, though, I don't wear a long face when writing. But I do love to write my thoughts. And about Martin, most of all. I love talking about him. I think he loves me too, just like in Romeo and Juliet. People don't like it when I see him, only because he's a blay. But just like in the story, nothing can stand in the way of true love. Aw. This was August 16th, August 18th. I lost appetite. I can't sleep anymore. Every waking hour, intense shivers run through my body. Dad's making me see Dr. Beaupré with his big hands touching me every... Ooh, come on. His foul breath exhaling all over my face. Yuck. I'm not sick. I'm in love. I love Martin so much. There's nothing I like better than thinking about us playing together, like we always do. I wonder if he found the key I lost the other day. He was pretty sad when I did, because it's for his dad's garden shed. Haha! That's awesome. I think that's the one thing we need to get into still. And that's probably the key that we found. And Martin has always been afraid of him. I think Martin's dad is a bit like Dad's god. Interesting. The key fell in a burrow next to the shed. Poor Martin. He cried like a little baby, but I still love him. So no, the key fell in a burrow, so that's not the key we found. So everything keeps pointing at that key. August 24th. Mom often cries when she feels lonely. I think there's no reason for her to cry. Mom can be stupid sometimes. Dad works a lot because of that wealthy English man buying everything. That's what notaries do. Okay, so her dad was a notary. I think we knew that. They make sure that people get what they're paying for, basically. It's complicated, but that's how Dad explained it to me. The rich guy doesn't look half as bad as Martin told me he was. When I saw him this morning at Dad's office, he told me, "Call me Uncle Willie." I found that pretty funny. Plus, he gave me candy. Okay, it was kind of old and dry, but it's still candy. I think Dad gets along well with Uncle Willie, because when he's with him, he laughs the same way he does with Father Label. Interesting. This was August 24th. A month later, September 22nd. I had to gobble up Dr. Beaupré's horrible medicine because if I hadn't, I wouldn't have made it to Christmas, or so he said. Interesting. So she's not just in love. I haven't seen Martin in weeks, nor did I went to school for that matter. That's in funny English. Nor did I go to school for that matter. Dad has been praying beside my bed every morning for a while now, and at bedtime too. Today he went hunting with Uncle Willie, and he told me to ask God to bless him in my prayers. Okay, I'm a little confused here. I don't know what's going on, but we shall check along. There. So this girl is in love. This girl is the one that lost the key to the shed in that burrow next to the shed, which I can't get the freaking key out of. So I'm a little confused as to Dreamcatchers. Huh.
Dreamcatchers originated from Amerindian legends. They were used to trap nightmares.
What's this? Oh, it's the mom
The
diary.
Bedards had vacated the premises. Carl gathered they would be of no help.
Is he telling me there's no point in reading? August 14, 1970. Jean-Luc never had a knack for mathematics. Or as he'll never realize that he simply cannot be father of the child I'm bearing. Oh, but how can I be sure? I have to keep this a secret unless the time is right. Nobody would write this in a diary. Like right there, not even locked up somewhere. Dr. Perpetrated told me it would start showing soon, that I couldn't keep it hidden forever. Got a muster courage, he said, for his usual condescending tone. Courage to fight what's coming, but he doesn't get it at all. For him, I just had some childish affair. He doesn't realize I brought eternal damnation upon myself. What the heck? Mary is very sick, and Jean-Luc plunges into despair. I told him nothing about the evil growing inside me. Holy mother. Sometimes I get the feeling he can see right through me. My Mary's suffering, and I'm the one to blame. Oh Lord Almighty, why do children have to pay for their parents' sins? Lord Almighty indeed. September 24th, Mary has recovered, but there's something really gloomy about her now. She always seems so sad. Maybe she caught a glimpse of what dying is like. What if she's an unhappy child now because of me? Jean-Luc truly honored me 2 nights ago. If the baby makes it, maybe Dr. Dupre could convince him it was born prematurely. It's my only way out. Not sure what she means there. October 11th, that's a month later almost. We're heading to Lac Saint Jean tomorrow to visit Jean-Luc's mother. I need to. The situation is untenable now. We fear the worst. Was there anything else? Okay, I can get out. This is interesting because this seems to be the root of all evil, literally, quite literally, is this house here. Now, I found that key. Let's see, what's
the
this?
perfect cookie-cutter Catholic family, most likely attending church every Sunday.
Why is my guy ducking, like, when I move? Notice he's going to... I don't know. So we still haven't found that magnet thingy that would potentially allow us to grab the key that's on that little thing next to the shed somewhere, blah, 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 yada, 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 so on and so forth. We did find another key. I think this closed automatically. We did find another key. I just don't know what that key is for. Is 3 the map? Okay, we're there. We still have another house, Roy's house. After that, I'm honestly not sure where to go. Oh boy. And at the same time, I don't even know if we're supposed to know anything else yet, considering the story's not finished. Ooh, where's that? Oh, here it is. Again, just a forewarning. I don't know if we're gonna have closure at this point. When the game does get updates, content updates, I do plan on playing it again. I really do like these games. I played through, like I've said before, the Vanishing of Ethan Carter and Firewatch. And those are extremely similar games. This game actually reminds me a lot of, in look and feel, a little bit of Firewatch, but in like the game style, a lot like Ethan Carter. Whoa. Okay. So we'll see where this goes. I have high expectations. There's a dog thing there. What does it say here? It's getting too dangerous here. We have left for Madison Nord. Jean Roy. Interesting.
It was a classic Canadian house, except for the absent horde of kids that would normally be swarming about.
A boat. Come on. Canadian, please. Okay. We got the lights on. Do you have wood? There's wood here, probably. Oof, that was my last fire starter. I guess we can save it here, too. Which we shall. This episode might get a little longer. I want to explore this house before we end it. What's all that creaking? It's a little weird. It's like we're on a boat almost. No, open that. What's that? Oh, I don't know what that was. Fire starter, maybe. Matches. I don't need to fill up bottles. Nothing there. Oh, there's a cookie jar up there. Come on. There we go. Is my head that big? Holy crap. Oh, it's too high. Cookie jars are always too high to reach. No kidding. Close that. Close that. There's bread here. It actually looks delicious. I'd take some of that. In case you don't know, I'm Portuguese. Bread is kind of like our...
Simone de Beauvoir, Claude Lévi-Strauss, Hannah Arendt, Roland Barthes.
Wow.
Carl was surprised by the literature filling this liberal-leaning bookcase. Could there really be intellectuals dwelling in this far-off land?
All right. Still nothing. I hate this. What's that? Oh, fire starter. I'm Portuguese, and so we do value our bread quite a bit. I love the cola. I think I pointed that out. What's this?
The couple radiated something akin to lightheartedness, to freedom. Perhaps some people out there truly found a way to live happily ever after.
This is that little
a picture of Wilfred in his youth, Carl figured right away that the man must have been some kind of wildlife officer.
Wildlife officer, what does that even mean? The bottle, no. I don't know what that is. I still need to find some freaking magnet. That's, I think, the last of what we need to find. Is there anything in here? Oh. Nice. The fantasy page 2. There's no page 1. There's no page 3. All right. It was around that time that Mathieu met Beatrice. Of mediocre beauty at best, the girl with her distinctive features, cheeks covered with large pox-like freckles, nose, oily forehead, tired but vibrant eyes, shaded red hair, slender as a child body, chirpy laugh, you name it, was the very image of innocence. That happened to be precisely the kind of victim Mathieu was picturing in his mind, though. One night, as he was contemplating the ceiling from his bed, he swore to himself again and again, "I'll kill her." His dreams were later filled with images of that imminent crime. Eesh, this is dark. He had come up with a simple enough plan. One fine evening, he would visit her place, to become familiar with the area's intricacies, and feel closer to the impending murder. To slowly dig into Beatrice's thoughts, desires, dreams, and abilities. This way, he would be able to get a concrete sense of what his sinister deed would be stripping away from the very fabric of life. The whole thing would take 2 days, a week at most. Holy crap, the fantasy. What is this? What are we reading? I can't jump on the bed, even though the bed is like 2 inches tall. Kona poly. Ha, ha, ha. That was funny.
All manners of clothing were gone, as if the Droits drove out of town with their closet in tow.
The Droits. We've been here, have we? No. There's another note. Eesh. Sitting too close to the TV there, buddy. Fancy page 3. The first time he met Beatrice, however, she unexpectedly revealed her troubled origins to Mathieu. She was adopted at the age of 4, and recalling her former life still gave her a hard time. She played the piano in so graceful a manner that people often thought she may be the natural offspring of a musical virtuoso. She always cried before falling asleep, torn from the inside by a dreadful pain she couldn't explain. She confided to him so profoundly that Mathieu couldn't get enough, coming back every night to learn every single thing of what would come out of that delicate mouth after pulling one last breath out of it. Every night, he reflected on what the death of Beatrice would mean in terms of losses to humanity's common heritage, be it the sound of her sobbing, or of her piano melodies, the compulsive tapping of her long index finger on her temple when she harbored dark thoughts, or any other little thing. It didn't matter. Everything would indiscriminately vanish. Everything. All these thoughts made for some blissful slumbers indeed. Then days became weeks, and before he knew it, it was Mathieu's turn to throw his secrets at her, his hopes, his cries of despair, as if throwing coins in a wishing well. She'll be dead by the end of the month, he promised himself. Wow. This is a very dark story. Page 1 or page 4? Page 4. The two lovebirds were still going at it 7 months later, though, confiding fears and desires alike near the fireplace several days a week. The populace, I never know how to read that word. The populace took notice, and wounding words eventually found their way to Mathieu's ear, prompting him to take action to prove his gentlemanship. He had to ask Beatrice's hand in marriage. He would have more than enough time to kill her later. Holy crap. Today, when Mathieu stares at the motionless ceiling, just like he did 20 years ago, he still wonders what he would be removing from existence by slitting Beatrice's throat, what he would be depriving his children of. Then, as if suited by his fantasy, he gently drifts off, smiling the night away. My gosh, that is a dark story. Ooh. Oh, what's in there? Bullets. Why would this guy have bullets? Ooh.
Not a single rifle left.
Oh.
That had to be a bad sign, Carl surmised.
Is there anything on this TV? Turn off. Alright, we're running a little bit long on this episode. I think it was important to do so just to get a better...
The photograph was snapped not too far from here, Carl noticed. The couple seemed to be very good friends.
Okay. We still haven't found the magnet, so I do have high hopes for finding a magnet at some point. No, I don't want the sound. Ooh, is this page 1? This is probably page 1. I still have to read it. Okay, this is the beginning of the whole story. We've jumped ahead, but it doesn't matter. Matthew had yet to add murder to his curriculum. He was fond of new experiences, especially the most thrilling ones, and taking the life of a flesh and bone individual who the night before was still able to think, dream, fantasize, calculate, read, held the promise of exhilarating sensations. Unlike Raskolnikov, it wasn't about axing an old Jewish hag to pieces to test some lunatic theory. Not at all. Matthew just wanted to know how it felt. It seemed so simple. Horribly simple. He didn't have any particular victim in mind. Like most people, his desires ran quite wildly, so he only had a vague idea of them in mind. He pondered using a rifle or a knife, assassinating a young girl or an old man. He tried to focus on practicability. His victims would have to be defenseless. Bodybuilding wasn't exactly Matthew's strong suit. He would have to act spontaneously, but not too much. He wasn't that eager to learn what spending the rest of his life in prison would be like. Some experiences carry just too high a cost to be worth it, really. Okay, so he was definitely a screwed up individual.
Just one more move and White is checkmated. Game over. It seems the game was abandoned right before the final strike came down.
Lots of chess in this village. I guess they were always bored. Before we go out, let me go in here. I can save. Alright, folks, that's going to be it for this episode. I am going to... Have we checked that door over there? I'm going to investigate a little bit further to see if there's anything else that we can do. The reason why we can't get that key could be that we're locked out of finding that key because the content for that stuff is not completed yet. If that's the case, this series is definitely on hold until more content is added. So if you don't see another episode of this series, this will be the last one, and that means that we're waiting for an update to the game. Again, this game is in early access, and so yeah, definitely don't hold that against the developers. That's just the way things work. As parting thoughts, and again, this video is getting a little bit longer, but it should be okay. As parting thoughts, I'm really enjoying the game. It was a lot less scary than I expected, which I actually appreciate. Ethan Carter was a bit more gory, scary kind of a thing. It was definitely a completed story too, so there's more to it. But even in Ethan Carter, I feel like a lot of these games failed to give good conclusions, good wrap-ups. I mean, it's just all about storytelling, right? And so Firewatch, I felt that. Ethan Carter, I felt that. And I'm finding this about this game. They want to give you freedom. Firewatch a little bit less than Ethan Carter, for example. But I find that there's a lot of promise in the story and not a lot of conclusion. I feel the exact same way I felt when I watched Lost. For all of you who've watched Lost, the show, it's the same thing. A lot of it was being suggested and hinted at that was never explained, or there is no conclusion or wrap. And I'm not saying that everything needs to be wrapped and there can be no open ending, but a lot of the things that draws you into a story, at least a lot of those lines need to be wrapped in a certain way, even if the main storyline has some open-ended kind of nature. So, again, I'm giving the conclusion thoughts because I don't know if there will be a next episode. Again, like I said, I'll try to find out if I can get that key to check the shed. If not, we're going to wrap it up here. And I appreciate you guys for watching. Even though there's not a lot of people watching this series, I find that I had fun. And when I have fun, that's always a good thing. And then if people want to watch the series, they can. If they can't or they don't want to, that's also fine. New series coming up very soon. Hope you guys are also enjoying Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes with Cthulhu 2. I'm having tons of fun with that. But yeah, Prison Architect, my return. Again, I said might because I might make some changes to my schedule. But nonetheless, thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.